Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück in der weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. In der letzten Folge haben wir es ja geschafft, das zu regeln mit den Händlern, alles andere. Und ich habe es nicht genau hingesehen, aber ich glaube, ganz kurz, ich glaube, das war ein kompletter, ja, das war ein ganz kompletter Abschnitt. Es geht nicht weiter, das heißt, von dort aus kommen die anderen Abschnitte, weil das ein 1 von 6 ist gerade. Okay, das ist überraschend. Wir sind auch schon wieder zurück in die Position gegangen und klicken mal jetzt das andere. Mal sehen, was passiert. Bin ich mal gespannt. Wir können jetzt wieder ein bisschen vorspulen, weil wir das schon kennen.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry. Wait, what are you all...
We're busy.
Well, sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, no big deal though. If a little private, wouldn't you agree?
Ja, lass sie reden. Häkchen. Ach Leute, okay, das ist jetzt krass. Leute, jetzt ist da ein Häkchen mit dabei. Dass wir das gemacht haben.
Exactly. Or live and let live, as they say. Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. Oh man, this vacation's been a long time coming. There's too much going on here. Let's find somewhere more peaceful to discuss the plan for the day. You're still my guest after all, and I'd like to hear your ideas.
Okay, das ist was anderes. Aber das ist interessant. Es hat jetzt Häkchen sogar dabei. Also es ist jetzt sogar beschriftet, was sie da gemacht haben. Und das ist diese Reiseplanvereinbarung, genau. Das war das ganze Kapitel. Obwohl er Urlaub hat, hat er trotzdem was gemacht, ey. Interessant. So, wo müssen wir hin? Achso, nicht gerade wirklich weit. Ah, er steht einfach nur da. Okay. Aber ganz schön groß, ne? Er ist... Oh, er ist genauso groß wie Zhongli, wie ich sehe. Ja. Rain ist ein bisschen kleiner. Ja. So.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan on where to take you. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities? You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect! I have a couple of places I was going to recommend. If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place I can take you. I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't help but be in a good mood when you're surrounded by cute animals. Feeling that, we could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to Rito instead. Back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time, actually. Which one are you feeling? It's up to you. I had a feeling you'd pick that one. Nice to know we share the same interests. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. Let's meet there in a short while. I need to grab a few things, though. Can't go there empty-handed.
Okay. Nächste Kapitel. Da haben wir uns nicht zum ersten Mal getroffen. Ich dachte, ah, hier, aber Rito, da haben wir, da stimmt. Leute, in Rito haben wir Thoma. Thoma war auch der erste Charakter von Inazuma, wenn man jetzt so gesehen Kazuha nicht mitzählt. Der erste Charakter, den man dort gesehen hat. Wenn man, wie gesagt, wenn man Kazuha nicht mitzählt. War ja der erste. Aber ganz kurz, bevor wir jetzt mit denen quatschen, sehe ich gerade. Ich dachte, ich habe mir alle beide erwischt. Alter. Echt jetzt? Oh, meine Attacke hat sie weggescheucht. Oh mein Gott. Okay, das wusste ich jetzt nicht, dass ich dadurch einfach die jetzt einfach erschrecke wird. So. Jetzt aber.
This is a pretty good spot, right? There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to Komori Tea House, I bring some food for them. It just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, it was a bit of a chore, but the more time I spent with them, the more I came to enjoy it. You think so? Well, feed them enough times and I'm sure you'll win their affection too. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free time, you'll find yourself desperate to come and visit them. Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces. Don't worry, I've trained them to not be aggressive toward humans. They'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. You're an approachable person, and they can tell. Animals are very sensitive to these things. Well, that didn't take long. Look at that! Best buds already. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on guard in case an enemy approaches. Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village. Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. Usually they stick with their human ninja partners. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else in the Yashiro Commission will take them in. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to eat out there. That would be great. Even though it's not the most approachable dog, I still want to give it another try. It seems to sit in the same spot on the beach all day, only moving to take a few paces back when the tide comes in. Last time I saw it, its fur was soaking wet. Ultimately, bringing it back to the Yashiro Commission is going to be a lot better for it than leaving it sitting out in the elements all day. Or, we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends with Tarumaru. Well, let's see if we even get that far.
Okay, interessant. Also ich will mal gerade die ganze Zeit das wie Raiden spielen. LOL. Okay. Okay, da am Strand auch noch. Aber war hier wieder was Neues freigeschaltet, Leute. Ich muss tut mir leid, dass ich das manchmal immer ganz kurz angucke. Zeig mal. Ich will einfach wissen. Ah, okay, da gibt es eine andere Spalte jetzt. Hier ist auch was. Ah, okay. Und da ist auch was. Lol. Alles mit Reiseplan. Ah, sorry Leute, ich muss so ganz kurz ein bisschen gehen. Ja, ich bin gespannt, was uns alles noch so erwarten wird. Ah, da ist er. Der Kleine.
Oh, see it? It's that one, just up ahead. Judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban. It's looking a little more docile today. Shall we try and get closer? Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm, but if it gets riled up, it could pounce and bite in an instant. Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? I brought you a nice little snack. Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little something. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. A dog's gotta eat, right? You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and poison-free. Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that sound? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on alert. You think he was attacked by monsters? It's possible. People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Maybe it's the same for dogs, too. Let's clear out the area on behalf of our canine companion here. Thanks for helping out. This place should be a little more tranquil now.
Alles klar. Dann schlagen wir jetzt mal die Monster in die Flucht.
Solidify!
Den ersten schon mal down. Den zweiten. Den dritten und den vierten. Okay, es sind mehr geworden. Warum auch immer. So, jetzt haben wir sie aber. Nice. Okay, ich muss versuchen, Leute. Ich dachte, er schreckt sich auch auf, aber nein.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, no more danger. You've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then let's get you back to Komori Tea House. Whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru all about it. Rejected again. And there I was thinking that I was the one it didn't like. I didn't expect it to be so on edge around you too. Well, to me this proves that it simply doesn't want to leave this place. For now, let's not force it. Time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they can come and collect it. That's right. The Shumatsuban only answer to the Yashiro Commissioner, Kamisato Ayato. Under most circumstances, no one else has the authority to inquire into their business. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me bend the rules in exceptional circumstances. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course, but I'll be able to get the intel we need, no problem. It's sort of a prerogative I have. Oh, alright, there's a good dog. Calm down. We're not gonna take you away. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure to give yourself a good rest. Alright, let's go.
Okay. Aber Leute, ich glaube, das ist der Raum von diesem Gebäude, kann das sein? Wo wir Thoma dann versteckt haben die ganze Zeit. Wo wir das Treffen hatten mit Ayaka. Ich sag schon Ayako, Alter. What the fuck? Ayaka. Warte mal. Bin ich jetzt echt kernverwirrt? Ayaka, genau. Ich habe jetzt gesagt, jetzt heißt sie doch Ayako oder doch Ayaka. Ich habe echt gerade ihren Namen für eine ganze knappe Sekunde gerade echt vergessen gerade. Oder 10 Sekunden, sagen wir so.
Ninja dog you speak of, it rings a bell. Could I trouble you to describe it again for me?
A red Shiba with the scar in its eye, dressed in black stealth wear.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu Shosho. That's right. I'm really surprised that's where you found him.
Perfect! Now that we figured out his identity, we can get his owner to go and collect it. I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or shelter day and night. So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fetch him?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't be coming back. I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items, or a Shumatsuban uniform, perhaps?
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I can find it for you. Yes, this looks like the one. The reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained at it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from erosion. Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho's daily expenses.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inushosho remembers the sense of this kunai. Then again, I'm certain he will. Let's go pay Inushosho another visit.
Put up some flowers for the young lady.
Okay, ja, so Leute, ganz kurz. Ich musste ganz kurz irgendwie mein Headset nehmen. Mein Ohr hat irgendwie komischerweise ein bisschen gejuckt gerade. Klingt komisch, ich weiß, aber ist so. Manchmal passiert es, dass man mal einfach so einen Juckreiz hast, so, und dann musst du einfach mal ganz kurz kratzen. Geht leider nicht anders, aber ja. Hab dich. So.
Hey, Inushosho? I know. How come this strange man suddenly knows your name? You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Mind if we wait with you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. Look at this. Do you know what it is? As I thought, you remember. Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away, but for us to accompany him. You know, I sometimes did this too, when I first arrived in Inazuma. I just stood on the beach, looking out at the horizon. Everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. I guess we only grow when we realize that those things aren't coming back. The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization, and being a ninja is an extremely dangerous profession. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban never discloses their identities, and doesn't publicly commemorate them. But at least now, Inushosho, you're not the only one in the world who remembers him. From today onward, we will join you in honoring his memory. I think that means deal, right? Hey, in the future, let's try and come back here from time to time, when we get the chance. Maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joint problems. I could make some winter clothes for him too. In fact, I'd better get started.
Die Meeresbrise trägt Erinnerungen. Nur Freundschaft kann Einsamkeit und Schmerz lindern. Interessantes Bild, Leute. Muss ich ehrlich gestehen. Und jetzt tauchen da diese Samurais auf. Okay, schon interessant. Dann zeige mal her, Thoma. Hier also. Wir können direkt... Habt ihr Hunger? Also ich wette mit euch, Leute, da gibt es eine Quest wahrscheinlich, die dafür so... Also warte mal. Wir haben jetzt 2. Das ist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da fehlt 1. Dann machen wir das mal nochmal weiter. Und gehen nochmal zurück zu der Position. Wir haben ja noch ein bisschen Zeit. Dann können wir mal sehen. Ich finde es richtig nice, dass die auf einmal da Häkchen gemacht haben. Scheinbar gab es da irgendwelche Beschwerden oder so wahrscheinlich. Ich verstehe jetzt nicht, warum da Häkchen sind. Aber scheinbar soll das zeigen, dass du das nicht wiederholst oder so. Und dass du nicht nochmal wieder klicken sollst wahrscheinlich. So.
Well, that didn't take long. Some of the dogs, well, speaking of ninja dogs, well, after retire, it's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but it wouldn't let me. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but That's probably a good idea. It was in a very aggressive mood the last time I saw it. I'm worried it might bite you if we try to approach it, though. Let's wait until it's in need before going to its aid. That's probably safer. But back to our other animal friends. Now that the weather's getting colder, I'm wondering whether I should knit some sweaters for these strays. problem is, most of them don't actually like being touched, so I can't take their measurements very easily. That's not a bad idea. We could take photos of them from different angles, then work out their measurements by using other objects in the picture as a reference. See? You're the real fixer here. Let's give it a try.
Okay. Ah, wo ist es? Ach so, hier. Schickes Bild.
Oh, they're so cute. Come on, let's take some photos.
Sind wir jetzt Fotograf oder was?
Well, I think we've got enough photos now. I can't get over how cute they are. They're just adorable, aren't they? I'll have to think carefully about what kind of sweaters to knit for each of them. The color should be complementary. Well, you know what? Let's buy some yarn from the next store we pass. You know, the first time I came here, there was just one stray dog on its own. I still remember the first time I fed it. It was a rainy day. The Kamisato clan had just introduced a series of new policies, but a few of the more stubborn clan elders were extremely resistant to the changes. I was holding my umbrella, on my way to visit one such gentleman of senior status. The plan was to talk him into supporting the clan's decision. Sadly, he wasn't interested in having a conversation. He didn't even let me in. As soon as he saw me coming, he got his samurai to send me away. I mean, I fixed it in the end, of course. It's just that the first few visits didn't go so smoothly. So, anyway, after they turned me away, the weather went from bad to worse. The wind was so strong it rendered my umbrella completely useless. Before long, I was drenched from head to toe. I must have looked like a real mess. I decided to take shelter under a tree and found a stray dog sitting there who had the same idea as me. It saw me and moved a little further in, like it was trying to make room for me. So we sat there together. I shared my onigiri with it, stone cold by this point, but still edible, and we ended up huddling together, waiting for the rain to stop. As far as the big shots are concerned, I'm just an expendable servant boy. I always have to be mindful about what they might want, and what I can do for them in return. But when I'm with these little guys and gals, everything's so much simpler. One stone-cold onigiri, and hey, presto, we're friends for life. Even when I show up empty-handed, they still come to me. When it comes down to it, I think it's these simple and straightforward connections that I value the most. Sorry. Ended up giving you the unabridged version. Shall we come visit this place again some other time? Great. I'll see you soon.
Alles klar. Erstmal, bevor wir machen hier, Leute, weiter, ganz kurz das. Habe ich irgendwas übersehen? Nein, okay, das können wir einstellen. Wie viel Uhr nochmal? 8 bis 24 Uhr. Du willst mir jetzt sagen, es ist nicht... Schau mal, wir müssen es trotzdem nochmal umstellen. Dann machen wir das hier. Nochmal. Also wir müssen jetzt den ganzen Tag überspringen, leider. Komisch, aber ja. Ah, da steht er auch schon. Let's go.
So sleepy. I had some things I needed to do, so I ended up burning the midnight oil to get those sweaters knitted. I wonder if they'll actually suit them, though. Let's start by testing them out on the friendlier ones. This one's for Petal. Oh, and this one's for Darko. And this one's for Goldilocks. With any luck, that should see them through the winter. Then, come the spring, a new year will begin. And they'll be free to roam the wilds once again. You know, if you take one day at a time and be kind to the world, good things will come your way eventually. That might sound a bit naive, but I really do believe it. At least, it seems to have worked for me, you know?
Lol. Wie die Katze aussieht. Geil. Thoma strickt Pullover für die streunenden Katzen und Hunde, aber es scheint, dass einer nicht ganz passt. Ja, das sieht man. Das sieht man. Läuft, Leute. Okay. Moment mal. Wieso habe ich das dumme Gefühl? Ich wusste es. Hier ist das letzte, Leute. Nein, hä? Was laber ich da? Okay, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da fehlt ein sechstes. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir jetzt nochmal wieder hierhin zurück. Und gucken mal, was da jetzt passiert. Das sind zwei andere Sachen. Ein bisschen Zeit haben wir ja noch, deswegen. Let's go.
I keep thinking, but this... sounds like a plan. I don't really feel like spending my day running all over the place either. In which case, let's head to Komori Tea House. There's nowhere better to sit and chat quietly with a pot of tea. I'll head over there right now and get a few things prepared. Come and join me when you're ready.
Alles klar. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Das ist jetzt ein neues Kapitel. Wir müssen nach da erst auf jeden Fall erstmal. Hoppala. So. Ach, das ist wieder dieses Gebäude diesmal, Leute. Ganz kurz. Ich will mal einfach nur sicher gehen, ob das jetzt da vielleicht... Nö, tut es nicht. Da kommt jetzt die Frage auf, was ist das? Hat auch irgendwas mit draußen zu tun wahrscheinlich, aber irgendein anderes Kapitel. Mit draußen. Genau, das war letztens mit Einkaufen. Das müsst ihr jetzt mal eingeben. Aber meine Freunde, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir erstmal für heute Schluss. Und sehen uns in der nächsten Folge dann wieder. Euer Marschu. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschaußen.